Welcome back to another short Legacy League where we have Boros Initiative versus Dimir Scam. Both players have kept 5 cards in this game 1. Kyle is going to lead off on a Pluto Delta to go get an Underground Sea and cast a Ponder, looking at a Force of Will, Reanimate, and a Wasteland. He'll have to decide on what he wants to keep here. He does have a Troll, a Force of Will, and a Daze in his hand at the moment. He's already played out that Pluto Delta, so excuse my hands here. I'm still trying to get used to that. But he looks like he's going to take the Reanimate and pass back over to Chase. Chase has a Solitude, Seasoned Engineer, Caracas, Fourth Erlingus, and a City of Traders in his hand. He's going to lead off with a Caracas and pass it back over to Kyle. And he did draw Simian Spirit Guide for turn. Kyle's going to draw that Wasteland that he put on top. And we'll see what he has here. Looks like my hand sizes are changing pretty quickly, more so than I'd planned on them doing. He's going to draw Archon of Amirian here, play a City of Solitude, and pass back. Kyle's going to use that Troll to go get a Swamp, and then he'll play that Swamp. And he's going to reanimate the Troll of Cosmic Dune to get a 6/5 Super Menace in play. We'll probably see a Solitude from Chase here. But Kyle will be able to back up that Troll with a Force of Will pitching at Daze, which will be good for him. So we'll see what Chase decides to do here. And yeah, he's going to go ahead and Solitude, pitching the Archon of Amirian. And we'll see Kyle Force of Will this more than likely, pitching at Daze. And yeah, we sure do. Alright. Back over to Chase, draws an Ancient Tomb. It's kind of tough with only having the City of Traders. Kyle's going to draw a Murktide Regent, and he has a Murktide and a Daze in hand, and we'll see him pass back over to Chase. Chase draws a Chalice. We'll see him play that Chalice. Kyle's going to probably Daze this. Chalice on 1 at this point. It's not really that big of a deal, but it's alright. He's going to float a blue and pull that Underground Sea back to his hand. Untap, we'll see him draw another Murktide Regent in there. Replay his Underground Sea and attack for 6. Let's see if Chase has anything else. Going down to 8. If he finds a land. He finds a Chrome Mox, which is good because he can use that with his 4th Erlingus. Float the mana from the city, and exile the Simian Spirit Guide and cast that Seasoned Engineer. And then he can go get a basic Plains from there. So, alright, we'll see. We'll see him cast that Seasoned Engineer. While it does say that Kyle has a Force of Will in his hand, he actually does not. He doesn't draw that until this turn, which is just a turn too late for that Seasoned Engineer. But we'll see him attack over for 6, putting Chase down to 2. Kyle's going to grab the initiative here and be able to go get a basic island. And then he'll be able to play that Murktide out of his hand as well. So that'll be good. And basically has this game wrapped up, sans a Solitude or something like that. Chase draws another Simian Spirit Guide. He's going to attack, and we'll see him flip over a City of Traders that goes to his hand. And with a Ancient Tomb, City of Trader, and Simian Spirit Guide, I don't think that's going to be enough to get this game done. If you've been enjoying our content, please be sure to like, subscribe, and leave a comment below. Welcome back to game number 2. We'll see both players keeping 7 and Chase being on the play this time. You will also not see any hands being used this game because it was painstaking to do that, as well as a lot of errors were on there from my side. Still testing out how to do that, so we'll see how that goes. But we'll see Chase lead off with a Chrome Mox 4th Erlingus imprinted, Simian Spirit Guide, and an Ancient Tomb. And playing a Caves of Chaos Adventure, and him going to get another land, basic Plains. Kyle, for his turn, just plays a Flooded Strand and passes back over. We'll see Chase draw a card after he forges onto that Caves of Chaos Adventurer, and we'll see an attack for 7 here. Flipping over a Containment Priest, which is pretty good because Kyle does use the Reanimate package in his deck. So that's basically turns that off. We'll see him. We'll see what Chase here has to play here, and follows up with a Chalice on 1 as well, which is pretty rough all the way around. So with the Containment Priest out, Kyle could have fetched and dazed that, or not? Yeah, Kyle could have fetched and dazed it, but I don't think that was where he wants to be right now. He does fetch out an Underground Sea. Kyle go ahead and sets his life total down to 7, and with the impending attack from a. Oh no, not an impending attack. That's from the trap. So he took 5 damage from the trap. We'll see a Brazen Borrower send that Caves Chaos Adventurer back, and we'll probably see that recast this turn after the attack for 2. And we do, which will allow him to. He can pay for the days. That's kind of tough. I don't think he has too much he can do here. 2 Shielded Edicts wasn't enough this turn, especially after taking that trap hit. So that's going to be it for game number 2. If you've been enjoying our content, please be sure to like, subscribe, and leave a comment below. Welcome back to Game 3. Chase has kept 6, Kyle has kept 7. Kyle will be on the play this game. He's going to lead off on a Wasteland and pass it over. He does have a Troll in his hand, so he can Swamp Cycle to go get an Underground Sea. So this will be an interesting one-lander keep. We'll see a Chalice on 1 from Chase, and he thinks he's getting Wastelanded, but Kyle actually just goes and gets an Underground Sea from that Troll. We'll see a draw here. With Chalice turned off, or Chalice on 1, he's got Reanimate. Looks like he's got a Brainstorm in his hand. Alright, we drew a Pluto Delta there, giving up a little bit of information. Not too much, though. But I wonder if he's going to just fire that Wasteland off now, and then try and bounce that Chalice the following turn. We'll see what he has here. Chase picks up, it's like an Ancient Tomb. So, we'll see a Chrome Mox Imprinting and a Solitude. Alright. So he must have another answer for the Troll, or think that he's alright. Then a Cavern of Souls, into a Caves of Chaos Adventure. That's pretty tough, knowing that he could have Wastelanded that City of Traders and basically just null and voided this turn. But I guess I understand where he's coming from on that. We'll see a Snuff Out free, and then probably a Brazen Borrower to bounce the Chalice, which is a pretty good line as well, because in the following turn he can Wasteland that Cavern of Souls, as well as Brainstorm or Ponder, or even Reanimate that Troll that he has. So he has a full grip of things he can do. So yeah, we'll see the Reanimate first on the Troll. Oh no, we'll see the Reanimate. Oh my God, on the Caves of Chaos Adventurer, which will allow him to take the initiative, go get a basic, and then we'll see a Wasteland on the Cavern of Souls. So Kyle's in a very good spot here, being able to Brainstorm at the end of his turn. He could have Brainstormed or Pondered before he reanimated and used that to shuffle his deck, knowing that he was going to get the Caves of Chaos Adventure. So that's pretty interesting. Picks up a Grief, a Sorin's Ransom, and a Brainstorm. It's like he's going to select to put that Grief on top and draw it. And let's see if he's going to go ahead and, evoke that Grief. He's in pretty good shape here. I think he takes the Seasoned Dungeoneer, and this game is in pretty tough spot for Chase here. Chase having the Plateau, the Plains, an Ancient Tomb, and the Chalice of the Void that we know about, and an unknown card that he's drawn. We'll see Plains and the Chalice on 1 again. Damage has already been done, unfortunately, with the Caves of Chaos Adventure coming out. he will choose to forge and put 2/1/1 counters on that Caves of Chaos Adventure. And then he has a land attack, have a trigger from the Caves of Chaos Adventure. Yeah. And a Brainstorm that he can cast, which is nice. He's going to choose not to do that and go ahead and pass back over, I imagine. So 7 damage taken to Chase. Chase draws, looks like maybe a 4th Aerlingus there. 2 unknown cards in Chase's hand. He's being a greedy boy and not showing the camera. But that's alright. We don't need to know anyway. He'll cast it in his own good time. The reason why I didn't cast the Brainstorm is because the Chalice of the Void is out on 1, and I forgot about that. So that makes complete sense. We'll see a Brazen Borrower, and looks like Chase is going to pack it up. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. If you've been enjoying our content, please be sure to like, subscribe, and leave a comment below.